Greetings internet, welcome back. Today I will provide my honest review after staying in Kenya for 5 days. So I will provide my honest review as a Tanzanian who has lived in Kenya for just 5 days. So the first thing is that Nairobi is the capital of Kenya, and you can see that easily because it has all administration offices. It's like the heart of Kenya. Kenya is Nairobi and Nairobi is Kenya. And when you walk around Nairobi, you can feel it that Nairobi is really the heartbeat of Kenya because there are many offices. Almost everything in Kenya is associated with Nairobi. So it's really the capital city, which is different from us in Tanzania, that Dodoma is the capital city, but Dar es Salaam still plays a big part in the administration of Tanzania. Yes, another thing is that the city center of Nairobi has everything. So if you are from anywhere within Nairobi County or Nairobi constituents, you have to come to the city center, because the city center, you have the bus stand, the city center, you have all types of business. The city center has all administration, tourism, everything is found in the city center. So you have to come to the city center, which is different from Dar es Salaam, where maybe if you want to go to Morogoro, to Dodoma, you have to board the bus from maybe Urafiki, which is almost 10 kilometers from the city, or you go to Mbezi, Magufuli Terminal, which is almost 30 kilometers from the city center. So I can stay in Dar es Salaam the whole month without going to the city center, and I feel nothing about going to the city center. But here in Nairobi, you have to come here in the city center to board the bus. To go to other counties, you have to come here to the city center to go to any street of Nairobi. So this makes Nairobi city to be more congested. You feel it, especially downtown Nairobi. Another point about Kenya is that the uptown part of Nairobi, where I'm standing now, is really very modern city, the uptown part of Nairobi. It has sidewalks, as you can see. Another thing, the cultural difference between Kenya and Tanzania, especially here in Nairobi, you are in a matatu, someone is speaking Kikuyu, they speak Kikuyu. You are going somewhere, maybe near the shop, someone is speaking Jaruo. They still value their tribal language. It doesn't mean that we Tanzanians, we don't value tribal languages. We use tribal languages, especially in weddings, funerals. But here, if someone meets a person from his own tribe, they start talking that language. So another thing that I have to appreciate in Kenya, roads. They have wide roads. They have wide roads for sure, like this road. How many lanes here? Eight lanes, yeah? So they have wide roads. They have many flyovers. So another thing about Kenyan women. Yeah, let me talk about Kenyan women. Kenyan women, to compare with Tanzanian women, are more aggressive and they are more open. Our Tanzanian women are too feminine to compare with Kenyan women. That's what I see about Kenya. And yeah, it is easy to get a Kenyan girl actually, for sure. And they love Tanzanian accent, Swahili. When you speak Swahili, it will be easier for you to get a Kenyan girl. They are very open, but also they are somewhat more aggressive or more masculine than Tanzanian. Tanzanian women are more feminine. Yeah, but both women are beautiful. Both women are very beautiful, for sure. For sure. Kikuyu girls, Kamba girls, Luo girls, Kamba. So another thing about Kenya is public transport. Here public transport everywhere around the city, they use matatu. matatu goes everywhere. In poor areas, rich areas, everywhere. They have two types of matatu. They have these ones which are very big, and they have small ones, those Nissan. We call them Vipanya, which is different from Dar es Salaam, where we have the BRT system, and we have the Radala that also goes everywhere. They have also some electric buses. There are very few, like 10. I think maybe like 10. So it seems the future of public transport in Kenya is good, especially when they install those electric buses, but also when they build the BRT system. Imagine if this Nairobi with these beautiful buildings could have the BRT system, or trams, or light rails, or metro, or subways. These cities could be more greater than now, I'm sure. So maybe the government of Kenya, any officials watching this video, they can introduce that system. I tell you, it will be more better. So another thing about Nairobi, the city has some parks, like Uhuru Park, which is the biggest park also here in Kenya. So people can go there, relax, which makes the city to be the city for people. You know, the city should be there for people. Nyerere Road, Nairobi. So this is the Valley Road here in Kenya, Nairobi. Administration area of Kenya. It's very sensitive. And see here, you have the National Bank of Kenya. So very sensitive area for sure. Let me stop recording. So another observation in Nairobi. Nairobi has a population of 4 million, yes, and Dar es Salaam has a population of 7 million. But here you feel that's 4 million people, which is totally different from Dar es Salaam, where you have to go to the marketplaces like Kariako, where you're going to feel that 7 million people are living in Dar es Salaam. This is because everything here in Nairobi is found in one area, from universities, business, bus stages, everything. So just so you can see, Nairobi is more congested than Dar es Salaam, actually. Yeah, that's another observation that I see in Nairobi, which is totally different from Dar es Salaam, where the University of Dar es Salaam is found 12 kilometers from the city. The bus stage is found 30 kilometers, like Magufuli, 30 kilometers from the city. Administration is found in Dodoma. So that's why Dar es Salaam is not too congested like in Nairobi, the way it is. Yeah, that's another observation I see here in Nairobi. So you can see like this area here, everyone is very busy going somewhere, which makes to Nairobi to have that big city feel always. Another thing about Nairobi or Kenya is public transport. You can see these vans here. They go all the way to Nakuru, Kericho, Kisumu, which is totally different from Dar es Salaam, where we take buses. There's no Nissans or Vipanya that you are going such like a long distance, more than 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers. Yeah, so you can see it. Like this one goes all the way to Nakuru, Kericho, Kisumu. Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed. These small buses here, they can go up to more than 100 kilometers within Kenya. While for us, even in Morogoro, which is found 170 kilometers, you have to take a bus, the big bus, like Yabut, Shabib, BM and all that. Yeah, that's another difference that I've noticed here in Nairobi. Yeah, another thing I've noticed about Nairobi is Tanzanian music has a lot of influence here. Tanzanian music, Tanzanian entertainment industry has a great influence here in Nairobi. Yeah, and in Kenya.
Yeah, in Kenya mostly Tanzanian music is being played a lot.
Yeah, I can see everywhere Tanzanian music.
For promotion, like in this shop.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see another electric bus here. So another thing about Kenya, buildings, skyscrapers. Actually, Nairobi has very beautiful skyscrapers, as you can see. These are ones of them. These are buildings. These are not skyscrapers, yeah? But Nairobi has really beautiful skyscrapers. Look at this matatu. Peaky power. Look at this. Wow. Have a look. So Nairobi has really beautiful skyscrapers, for sure. So you see Dar es Salaam, the University of Dar es Salaam is found 12 kilometers from the city center. But here, University of Nairobi is just found in the city center. You can just walk from the central business district of Nairobi. Yeah. So you can see University of Nairobi Towers. University of Nairobi. Very beautiful university indeed. So you can see students. It's a good place. So have a look. University of Nairobi. So we have some towers here, University of Nairobi. Another thing that has shocked me here in Kenya is housing. People here prefer to live in an apartment instead of building their own homes. I think it is because of the land laws here in Kenya. It's different from Tanzania, where maybe the government can survey land and start selling land. Yeah, so people tend to use their land more effectively. That's why they build more skyscrapers and high-line buildings. Yeah, this is the hotel. Just a hotel. So the University of Nairobi is there, and we have hotels here. So you can see University of Nairobi, Faculty of Engineering. Yeah. The 15th episode of Exploring Nairobi, Kenya is the last episode of this first series of Exploring Kenya. I will come back again and explore other cities of Kenya from Mombasa, Nakuru, Kericho, Eldoret, Kisumu, and the countryside of Kenya. Next time I will come having my drone. I will involve more Kenyans in my videos and make my videos to be more attractive. This is the first episode or the first series of Exploring Kenya, and I've just concentrated Nairobi. We continue exploring with Bertin. This is Kenya. I'll go back to Tanzania, then I'll go and make another documentary about Rwanda. If you feel to support my channel to the next level, you can support by doing anything to my info in my description of this video. My name is Bertin, and thanks for watching.